Hello and good morning. Gary Champion, Psychic Medium once again. The title of today's video is Look at My Floor. No, today's video is What's in My Bank. And this is my traveling bag now. And I bought this one on purpose because it's a I call it the Audrey Hepburn bag. It's not, but that's what I call it because she wore these checks in that movie Breakfast at Tiffany's. So I call it the Audrey Hepburn bag. And this is as you see it. I haven't been into it for a while. I have a show coming up in about a week. First thing is I put this on there where when it's coming down the ramp and around, I can know that it's mine. I haven't seen another one like that. I don't even remember where I got it. Let's open it up. And the reason for this little bag is if you're doing a show as a psychic medium or card reader or anything, whatever you're doing at a show, this will go under the seat of most airlines. You can stick it under the seat in front of you. And a lot of these flights now that we've been on, they're overbooked. And they're full of bags that have to be put under, underneath them. You have to tag them and put them. I lose this bag, I don't have a show. If I don't have this bag, I just might as well go home. So rather than take the chance of losing it, and I've seen baggage handlers throw my bag looking out the window and crush stuff inside it. So, that's been some time ago, but I've had this bag for a while. And it keeps things where you want them. It's a neat little bag with a lot of zippers. Now I'm just going to open it up and tell you what's in here. This is a money bag that my wife carries. She takes the money, and there's also in here Bluetooth card processing from Square. You hook this to your phone, you stick a card in, and almost, there are no swipe cards anymore. They're all with chips on them. If you got one of those old swipe it cards, you won't have it long. Everything's chip. So this is a chip reading little machine from Square. There's a couple of them in here, one for my iPhone and one for my wife's. There's cash. There's also one of those handy little pins that tells you whether the bill is fake or not. This is a star, little blinky light star. You don't need this, but I'm just showing you what I carry that I can put on my sign, sort of let people know you're in business. Yes, it's an attraction thing. You want people to see your booth. That's what's in this bag. And a list of what kind of bills are in here. If I put 20s, 10s, 5s, whatever, it's all written down on a little piece of paper and put in here, where I know how much was made. Keep a little tally. So a timer with a bunch of extra batteries. And if you go somewhere and it's hot, these little batteries, they burn up in the bag. They actually stop working. So sometimes you get to a venue and you have to buy new ones. I don't know why. It's just what it is. And here's some miscellaneous change that always gets thrown in here at the end of it. Because you can't get on a plane with change in your pocket. I always throw it in the bag. This is good for vending machines, stuff like that. Be a long video simply because I'm slow. Up here are a lot of things. Ink pen and a pencil that go with. I like a pencil for a sign-up sheet because People will write their name down. When I was doing it I was on the road by myself. They would write their name in ink, and would come scratch through it. I want to go to this class, and then they would write it further down. Pretty soon, it's like a scratch pad. You can't read anybody's name. So we always kind of use a pencil where we can erase their name. And my wife, watching this, has taken care of all the issues. People want to sign and re-sign. We don't do that. Here's some old cards. This is my old card, which I had for years and years and years. Bright purple with yellow lettering, which I still like. And we took these to a paranormal thing recently because they kind of look cool for paranormal stuff. Here's a lanyard. Yeah, they're going to supply you with a lanyard of some kind or a name tag or whatever, where the people who do security know that you belong there, that you're a vendor. We bought our own, and it's bright enough that you can see it clear across the room. And they want us to, of course, put their name, their little card in here, which we do, but we always put our card out, and we make sure that it stays out. We're not advertising them. Set of earplugs, noisy airplane. Set of earplugs if you want to watch a movie. My wife and I, if we can sit next to each other, we can watch a movie together. There's also a name tag for my wife. Want to be together, want to look uniform in the booth. I think that's essential. Your card should match your sign, and your lanyard should match. You look like you know what you're doing. Here's my favorite drink mug that I take. You can put I think it's an inexpensive one. I don't even know the name of it. But you put a drink here, coffee in the morning or a drink in the afternoon, a pop or something. It's going to stay cool for 2.5, 3 hours. It's amazing. Camera, because sometimes we film my class and we chop it up and put it on YouTube, on our YouTube channel. Not so much lately, because the seance class I'm giving now is a little creepy. It works in the moment in a room with people coming to see that, where I go into a meditative state and I just begin reading the spirits that are going by. Interesting. Tablecloth, and we just use the table they give us. We don't take an extra table. A lot of people feel the need to have 3 or 4 tables, and it costs you, every one of them you put on a plane is going to cost you a lot of money. We use the table they give us, which is a card table. I don't know what that is. It's not 3 foot by 3 foot, but 2.5 foot by 2.5 foot, whatever standard card table size. And I sewed this myself. People are using, after a while, they begin using the same. You can see your tablecloth on other tables, because there's a limited number of places you can get a tablecloth. So I went to the fabric store, thought this purple with glitter on it and everything would make a good one, and sewed it myself. Little do-it-yourself stuff. Kleenex, more Kleenex, another timer, stack of cards, which we take to the class and hand out as they come in. Free giveaways, some little wristbands. No fear, no regret, no anger is on these. We give these away. We give these away until we're through with them, then we don't order them. Some little cards my wife does at the front of the table. She has a little free reading thing she does with these. I've said my wife's name so many times, but what she does is all important in the booth. If you can get a spouse to go with you, so much the better. Little headset for giving my class. Wireless headset that goes with this little speaker. Now they'll provide you with a speaker headset unit, not a headset, it's a handheld mic, and I don't like handheld mics. So these are not expensive, and they're loud enough for a room. And if they provide a PA, I just stick this in front of the microphone and it goes from here to there in through their PA system. But if there is no PA, and sometimes there's not, I always use this. I don't have a large voice. If you have a large voice, this won't do you any, you don't need this. They're very inexpensive and they last for years. Some books. And usually we carry some books in another bag as well. This is to the other side and back, which was my, well, you have to read the book. I went to the other side and observed my mother and some other things. It was all about me and how I got there, how I went over there and came back. And self-healing with imagination, visualization, and belief. This is, and I don't know how I ended up with 2 black covers, but I did. Strange. Never had 1 black cover, now I've got 2. Self-healing with imagination, visualization, and belief. And so those are only 2 I'm carrying with me now. I've written a lot of books, 25 I think, but I only carry just 2. These are some little glassine bags when we were carrying the rings. I make silver rings with gemstones. We carried them and put them in here, and we had boxes to put them in. We sell them around. If you're old like me, you need a pair of glasses. Someone will hand you something, and these are inexpensive. These little things are like $1, and you can leave them around your neck hanging here. And if someone hands you something you need to read, then you can put them on and read about the case in some inexpensive place. I think it was $1, maybe $2. You're gonna ask me what these are at some point. Someone said, "What is that thing?" Well, this is a set of lights that went over the rings. You carry the ring box and turn them on, and they would illuminate the rings. And that's all it is. I'm not carrying it to the next show. This is a Amazon thing that can hook into any TV in any hotel, and you can watch your regular Netflix, Amazon stuff, and it's really inexpensive. And here's the changer for it. It uses AAA batteries, so you have to have some of those too, which is why I have all these extra AAA batteries. That one will go dead and you won't know it. Some cards, some reading cards. My wife is learning to read cards, and these are some I made for her. No, these are a different. She uses these cards at the front of the table to sort of entertain people, and this is another set that I just recently made that we haven't had time to use yet. They're called Bunny's Life cards, and people get a card reading. They pull a card. They're not available. Boxes for rings, which we are not carrying now. A couple of very interesting signs. Instead of the standard frame picture sign, signs, my wife, again, there's her name. She's very instrumental in what I do. She bought these. They sit on the table, and you can clip a card right on here, and they're up high. Really looks fantastic on the table. I don't know where she bought them, but these are perfect. Some little purple sparkles that I put on the table just to add a little flavor. It's amazing all this stuff fits in this little bitty bag. And I'm not through yet. More batteries, more cards, a plug-in to charge the PA. Getting down close here. This is a charging tree, which charges both cell phones, both square processing Bluetooth units, and several other, and this unit all at the same time. It'll do your headset, it'll do your 2 phones, the processors, all plugs into one tree. Most hotel rooms, they're short on plug-ins because they're old hotel rooms. This takes care of all that problem. It's just a little tree with a lot of inputs, and whatever you've got, you get those and plug them in, and that's perfect. You can plug it in, charge everything all at once. The night before a show, I have more cards, of course, and I think that's it. Yeah, we're down to the bottom. So if you're going to go out on the road, and do readings. You're going to do psychic fairs, expos. Define what you actually need. I use all of these items in my trip. There's nothing in here that didn't use except stuff that's in here that we're no longer doing, which will be like this light fixture for the readings that we're not carrying anymore. I mean, I sell them here, but we don't carry them on the road with us because we've discovered it's too distracting to be doing this or doing that. So define your own bag. What do you want to put in there? What do you absolutely need? Timer, money, charging systems, lanyards. If you're going to film your class, if you give a class, and you really should give a class if you're a reader of any kind, because it gets you clients. And this is, yes, it's a spiritual work. You're trying to help every single person that comes through the door. But you have to make money at it. If you can't make money at it, you can't do it. I don't know any independently wealthy people, but I suppose you could do it if you're independently wealthy. And then it'd just be fun. You could just do it for fun. Give everything away, have fun. But for me, it's a commercial as well as spiritual. The two, I think, go together pretty well. No one expects to get something for free at these shows. And not everybody can do what you're doing. So if you have a skill, it has a price tag. The plumber doesn't come by here and fix my plumbing because he likes me. They do it because they get paid. So it's in that, along that vein. Oh, one other thing. Sign-up sheet goes with a pencil. This is uniquely one I made. My wife, again, came up with a small clipboard idea. I used to use a big one, but it doesn't fit in this bag. This little Audrey Hepburn bag, it doesn't fit. So I made a new sign-up sheet and chopped it with my chopper, your paper cutter, until it fit on this. And it's perfect. Fits right in the bag. Takes up almost no room. This is how you customize your bag to carry what you want it to do. It's a tool. A bag full of, if you put the wrong tools in, you can't get the job done. So each and every one of these, I've been out on the road, this is my 16th year to do expos and fairs and whatnot. Paranormal readings in homes, gallery readings. You can do all those out on the road. And this is my 16th year to do it, I'm happy to say. And I've never had a bad time at it. Every show has been uniquely different and fun and habit forming. If you're having a good time, it's habit forming. You can't stop doing them. I seem to have trouble with that. I'm at the age where most people, well, hell, a lot of people my age are dead. But as long as you can, the road is a happy place to be. People are just fun. Reading people is fun. I know it sounds bad, but hotels, restaurants, the other people you meet, it's a lifestyle, and you have to like it. You can't do it. You can't do that part of it and not. The reading part is only a small part of the road. It's getting there, getting the right room, don't get it next to the ice machine. People be getting ice all night. These are little tricks of the trade that you pick up. So get out there and learn. Get your bag. But I find the Audrey Hepburn bag, it's a small bag. It fits under the seat. It is perfect. If you've got more than this, now, when I travel by myself, I have double this bag because I had to carry my clothes in it. So, but now we have two separate bags. And also there's the final thing, it's not in my bag, but it's something I developed. This is a retractable sign that goes up, has feet on the floor. This is an unusually small one. This one's 2 feet wide and only goes up 5 foot. It's 5 feet tall, but it's one I adapted. It didn't go up that tall. I had to cut my own rods that go in the back that hold it up. Had to add one and then ask them to make it taller, like 2.5 times the height. So this will also fit under the seat on an airplane, so you don't have to pay for it. It'll go in there a little sideways sometimes, but it'll always go in there, and they'll let you put it in there at no cost. It's not a bag that needs to be checked. This has never been checked. And you need a retractable sign. People expect it. You're going to hang up a piece of cloth or a banner or something, it doesn't get the respect that a retractable sign does. This was made locally by a company about 2 miles up the road. They've done signs for me for years, and I saw this on the table. It's a table sign. It only goes up like this high. I said, boy, that's exactly what I need. Can you make it tall? And they agreed to do it, and I've had it for years. And it's a perfect sign. Goes along with a little Audrey Hepburn bag. Okay, it's the end of the video. What's in my bag? I hope it helps you with whatever it is you're trying to do. And if you are a reader, get out there and have some fun. Get out there and have some fun. The world's a great big place. It's a great big place. And the more shows you do, the better you are. And people wait for you every year. They call you in advance to get readings. And a fun time was had by all. I'm hearing that. I didn't come up with that. No fear, no regret, no anger. Thanks for watching.